Hi, everybody. Today we're going to do exercise 10. This exercise is going to be a little bit of a work. It is a bigger assignment, and I want you guys to prepare a brochure or a card. So I'm going to show you how we are going to do this. So let's say we are trying to prepare a birthday card or some event that you want to advertise. So you're trying to prepare a brochure. So you're going to have a front page, and then there will be a back page. And then in the inside, you're going to have, something. If it is an event, you can just put the details, and then you'll have something here. So it is going to be 4 pages. So I'm going to show you how you can do this on Illustrator so that when you print it, you have both the 2 front pages and back pages. So let's go ahead and get that started. I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to go ahead and open up a new page. Okay, so this is our new page, and we are going to get our rulers. So if you don't see your rulers, go to View, go to Rulers, Show Rulers, so that you can see both of your rulers on both sides. Okay, now I want to zoom out a little bit. I am using Command minus, or you can do Control minus. So let me get rid of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the ruler on the top, and I'm going to just pull this so that I have a line here. And I'm going to do the same thing on the side and bring a line right here. Okay. Now I want to go to my page or my artboard. We call this the artboard. This is kind of like your canvas in Photoshop. So you're gonna go and click on here. It says new artboard. So I'm gonna click here, and it gives me a new artboard. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring another ruler from here, and I'll bring it up to this 0 right here. Let's go to artboard, sorry, go to artboard, just move that board down here. Okay, now I'm also going to take another ruler right here, drag it here. I'm dragging it to the middle of the page because this is a regular A4 page, which is 11 inches long. So half of it is 5.5 inches. So this is the middle point. So this will be my card or brochure. You can do this for a fashion event if you like. But what is going to happen is this page right here, I'm gonna go to my text. Okay, so this page right here is going to be your front cover page. Okay, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so you can see this. Okay, so this is your front page. You don't have to write these, but I'm writing them so that you know which page is which. And this is gonna be the back. Is going to be inside page. So this is our inside page 1 when you open the brochure, and that's going to be your inside page 2. Okay, so this is going to be the card or brochure that we're working on, and you guys can figure out what you want to do for this. You can do a fashion event, you can do it for the fashion show. What I'm going to do is I decided to do it for the International Women's Day. So I'm going to go ahead and work on my cover page first. So I'm going to delete that. Actually, let me show you something before I delete that. I go to the rectangle tool, and I'm going to have color on this page, okay? And you can always change the color to, let's make it kind of like a pinkish color, okay? All right. So I have this color here. You see that the writing is now below, but what you can do is you can always go to your selection tool and have that selected, and then go to Object, Arrange, Send to Back, and this will bring your text back, okay? Now, what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to say, Happy International Women's Day. Okay, and I will do this. Of course, you can do this for a fashion show, fashion event, whatever you want to do. You can put the dates. So I'm gonna make that centered together. I'm going to do this. To be honest, I want to make this more of a Youngstown thing, so I'm going to change this to a red color, and I will change this text to white and make it a little bit bigger. You can always change the font. Okay, so I'm going to say Happy International Women's Day, okay? Now, there are a lot of cool things you can do. So what I want you guys to do with this is I want you to use everything that we have learned so far, try to incorporate anything that you've been practicing with Illustrator. And of course, I always forget to show you guys a sample of this. So let me just grab you an example of what we are trying to achieve here. So this is an example. It's for a swap party, and they have that advertisement, the date, where it's going to be. This is the back of the page. It tells you who it is hosted by. And then on the inside, you have a couple pictures. So try to make it as attractive as you can possibly do. And I'm going to go back to this. Now I'm going to add a picture here. For the pictures, I usually go to pexels.com. This is a site where you can get free pictures. And I just searched for women because it's for International Women's Day. And I kind of like this picture. So I decided to just copy this image. Okay. And I'm gonna bring it up here and paste it. You can actually go to edit, paste, or Command V. Now it's a really big image, so I have to reduce the size of this to fit into my card. Okay. Okay, I think this is good. So that's what I am going to do. And then in the back, I will leave it white, and I will use black text. And actually, you know, maybe I'll just go get a YSU logo. So let me just do that. I'm gonna do this. Actually, let's just copy image here. And I'm going to paste it here. And of course, we have to reduce the size of it to fit right here. I think this looks good. We can delete that. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. If you want, you can put something that says sponsored by Youngstown State University. Maybe it's like, we can call this an event. So let's say day events. Okay. So that the brochure is for something that we are trying to advertise. Okay, and then to say sponsored by, I don't want to do it as a text. I want to make it a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to use this arc tool, guys. The arc tool kind of gives you an arc. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna go to my type on a path and I'll click on here and I'll just say sponsored by. Okay, it's the text is a little too large. We might have to just reduce it. I think that is a little too thick. I don't want it to be more prominent than Youngstown State University. So let's just change the text to this. And of course, you can always move this if you want. And bring it here. You can adjust the size of it. I mean, you can make changes to this, or you can make the arc the other way if you want. So there are a lot of options, but I'm going to leave it at that. I want you guys to work on the creativity part of this. And then we come down here. You know, one of the things you can do is you can create like a female face, and then you can make all your text go around that face. I mean, you can do a lot of different things here. Now for here, what I want to do, this is going to be our major page. Maybe we can add another picture here. So let me see if we can get another picture from that website. Okay, let's get this one, copy image. I'm just taking whatever comes to my way because it takes forever to make these videos and I don't want to waste any more time. So you guys can be more creative than this. I am just trying to do this as quickly as possible. So, all right, so let's just reduce the size of this again. And I can do it like this. Maybe I can also create a little bit of a color effect on here. Let me see. Let me see the effects. I can do a Photoshop effect, and I can do how about a fresco or neon glow? Let's just try this. Okay, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna write a text here. Now, again, if you want to write an interesting text, you can also do a spiral tool, and you can write it there. So you can put your text around that. I can create a little polygon tool, like that, and take it here. And then we can use the area type tool. And you have to click on the anchor, remember. So we'll say happy. I'm going to make all of this white. Join us on March 8, 2022. Okay, I'm going to reduce the size of our text. Join us on March 2022. Okay, I think that's good. You can always make some changes to it. Now, here's one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to go select this image. If you guys remember, we learned something when we were talking about brushes. We can create a frame. Okay, we'll say elegant curl. So we can do something like this around it, right? Doesn't work. Let me see. If it is not working, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna create a rectangle, go around here, and I'm going to do that. Okay, so it seems like it's working now. Okay, that kind of frame works. Let me see what I can find here. Image brushes. We can do something like this. So I'm gonna do this one here. I'll reduce the size a little bit so that it's inside our page. Okay. All right, I think that looks a lot better. And now on our, let's delete that. On this page right here, what we can do is we can get rid of this one first. And we could use our pen tool or our line tool, you know, or we can just create a path to write on. Okay, let's just escape from this. And I'm going to go ahead and remove all the fill. So now I can go to my text, type on a path right on here, and I can say, celebrate with all YSU women on YSU campus. That's what I'm gonna do. You can always go change some of those vectors. I mean, you can have a theme. This is just a random shape that I've created, or you can make it a little more round if you like. So what you can do is go to anchor point tool and kind of curve these things up a little if you like. Okay, something like this. And since we said celebrate, what else have we learned about? Let's go to our symbols. We can use some symbols. And I'm going to put the symbols here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So what we can do is go to our celebration symbols. Let's get, for example, let's get these, okay? What we can do is go to our symbol sprayer and select that and kind of have a couple of these just for the inside. I mean, I'm just trying to use whatever we have learned so far, so you guys can be a little more creative about this, but this is going to be our brochure. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see the whole thing. So front page, back page, inside pages, And this would be what it looks like. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and save this. And this is going to be exercise 10. Brochure with guide. So make sure you spend some time on this one, because this will be a lot more points than your regular assignments. And try to be as creative as you possibly can. All right, guys, we are done for one more Illustrator video. And we're going to continue with more exciting stuff. All right. See you soon.